could actually put that sentry ward inside the camp, so they still blocked the own pull point. Fade up, middle lane. Can he actually do another one? No, he can't. Miracle will end up surviving, just back behind the tower. Now his bottle will arrive. And even the pressure on bottom lane.
Mid lane.
Are they going again?
Miracle God. Have mercy.
And that bottle arrived and they just went for it with
last hitting now. There's no way that the Queen of Pain is going to keep up anymore.
Well, that is the beauty about like a Queen of Pain, like it's all about rotation. Matumberman, top lane. The Shard's making his way, has to walk a long way around. The snowball control is going to be enough. The Searing Chain's not working perfectly. Sorry, the Sleight of Fist.
They want to keep going.
Yeah, he had nothing to evade. And now Jirax
there's no juke
is caught in the tree line. The Hawk is up. They actually cut through the trees with the axes. And this is 3-0. This could be a very, like, it was 2-0 to Liquid last time these teams failed.
Last time we didn't apply a lot of pressure to Matumberman. This time we're going to run these dual lanes, take him out of his comfort zone, and make him work for it.
And they're giving a crack at top lane. Moonmeander should actually die here with both Malediction and the burn. He turns around to do as much damage to Jirax as possible, and this will allow for the snowball to arrive with a double stun into the shards. But Matumberman now, he doesn't have much more to work with. The Searing Chains is now coming off cooldown, which will end up helping him out. Clockwork also got a kill on Jakiro in the meantime.
That is a surprise.
He actually got a, well,
alleviate some of the pressure from this top lane, just because the support in this dual lane scenario when he's trying to protect No-Tail can't afford to die.
This may not, okay, yeah. Kuro's going to come over and buy him a little bit more space here. But that's a full creep wave, and the snowball committal comes in from Fly. He was already salving up, he's got a lot of his life back, and the axe is back off cooldown. That's a level 2 axe, and Matumberman being slowed down by the ball, but they want to get Kuro. He's more of a guaranteed kill here. If they can just get one axes and then just one physical attack in on Kuro, that'll do the work. There's a physical attack. The mind control rotates before he's level 6. The Powerlessing cast won't bounce, but the battery assault Moomietta turns for the axes.
Oh, no.
He gets the kill before the end. I'm surprised Kuro is stuck around for that. So it'll end up being a 1-1 trade-off, and you rotate the clock.
Oh, probably doesn't see this coming at all.
No. And like how can you? SF goes missing. And now Miracle, raise one attack, and then a second, which will give him the max range raise. If you stuck around a little bit longer, actually, they're going on bottom lane. Yep, they're in pretty deep here. As there's your Sonic Wave, No-Tail so low in life, the one-shotters will not keep him alive. And that's part of successful rotation. That's exactly what he wanted. Crit, however, this isn't what he wants.
Oh, they know.
The Rocket ends up revealing him. He doesn't have a TP scroll on himself.
Stuck.
Oh, wait, okay, yeah, Fada's going to come back out with a blink. But because he blinks, the mana is pretty low. Bottle charging up, and there we go. Mind control will end up taking the kill. And there's some good kills coming.
Problematic is, like you talked about, the Shadow Fiend is getting free farm during this entire time, but
they're getting top. They're getting top. Paralyzing cast helps out. Well, okay. Snowball buying that critical time, and Crit puts down an Ice Path. He goes for Liquid Fire too, and the Dual Breath has to be used here, but it's all a little bit too late. The Ice Path at the wrong position for the Snowball, so it didn't buy enough space for Fly to get back out.
He's starting to get some control back into the lanes, and mind control with these rotations, he can make this happen.
He found Moomiander. He meant to go for the SF, but he locks Moomiander inside the cogs, but that's not what you want to have. Miracle just turns in for a couple of raids. Matumberman, that's what you do want to have. The Searing Chains on Miracle. He turns to one last raid.
They're probably going to get
realizing it's going to die. The shards will fly out, but it's not enough for block. Moomiander has to one charge is available, but the damage output from Liquid is still there with the rotation in from Fada. They ensure the 2 kills on Beastmaster and S.
Because of that solo kill that Mind Control was able to get off on Crit, now you're starting to see the far-reaching effects later on in the game where 8 minutes in, he's got 400 net worth.
Goodbye, SF.
Once again.
The dream with the mech is not real, but while all this is going on, okay, well, bottom lane, Chris being attacked by Matumberman. He's still got the Ice Path available. It's going to actually tag into Matumberman. He tries to juke it around inside the tree line. Can't reach it in time. And Matumberman will just back up, but where I was going to point out direction is up towards the top lane. Because there's No-Tail as well as Moomiander teaming up together. They'll take this top tier 1 tower, but what is the cost? The Omni Slash goes to work, taking out Kuro. And with the healing ward still up, they have a little bit more life, but not enough for No-Tail to survive. So you take the tier 1 tower, but you're losing out quite heavily. The Ember Spirit is barely surviving. These Harpies are chasing him down. Help with the damage, and he's actually going to TP himself out. There's no snowball, there's no shards, so they'll get away with it.
The pace of the game right for his team. But you'd like to see Miracle have a little bit more farm, especially considering that he got the solo, or the
hook shot goes in middle lane, catching out Miracle. He's still got 14 one charges. The snowball buys a little bit of space here, but it won't be enough. Not when Matumberman jumps through on the back of the Spirits. They take two very quick kills, but Notel goes into the spin. Fada, the blink is up, call down, he takes a long time. Now you'll finally get out, but the Omni Slice is available, jumping around, but it's too late. You only get a kill on a clockwork. But you lose 3 heroes for this one, so close to killing a Fada, which would have made this a little bit of an even trade. You have the mech fully done. You've got Raw and Necro books available. Omni Slash, there's not enough mana for it at the moment, but he's got 13 one charges available. Now he's actually got the mana. But this tier 2 tower's not being brought down. They catch out G-Rex. The snowball in, so there's no Witch Doctor in this fight. But the TPs, they're coming in. Notel's trying to 9 off, and actually successful at doing so. This will strand the Ember Spirit on the bottom lane, allowing for the Omni Slash forward into Fada. So it'll be a tier 2 tower lost in the mid. No way for the Ember to come back to the fight. And Liquid just have to accept the fact they lose this tier 2 tower. Shouldn't die here unless monkeys break right, but with a blink forward from Fada, okay, that is a long cooldown, but he's got a hatred. He runs all the way into the tier 1 tower. They can walrus punch him up, and with the razors they can get enough damage in time. It was actually the attack from the tower which did the last hit, but with no Queen of Pain.
I don't think it's worth it. Like, that probably would have been only to cancel the TP, and that alone isn't worth it.
I thought they removed that.
Radiant's top tower
I shouldn't question, never mind. Because I'm not sure about that. Oh, I'm getting thumbs up. Yeah, they removed the mini stun.
Oh, did they?
Yep.
Thumbs up. I thought the only thing they changed was the ad blade.
Matubman's in a lot of trouble.
Okay.
Okay, Notel trying to keep up with it. Miracle's in the neighborhood, but Matubman's got no spirits left. So he knows he's dead. The Ice Path will connect, and Miracle with one raise. He got the Flame Gun up in time. With a Snowball, they commit. They want this Ember Spirit dead. And they will be able to take it.
That's fine though. He solo kills the Juggernaut, and you have to force 4 here.
Unless that's the plan.
Pretty significant damage. Like, all that does is force out a mech and the healing ward that was going to go down anyways. Just keep going for the push. Like, this is where the Juggernaut's strong. You're not going to keep up when it comes to far.
They forced off him up, mind control. He's there on the front lines, and Miracle BKB winds up the ulti with the double Ice Path into the Omni Slash as well. Liquid have lost 2 right now, and Fada roared up as well. They move back over, looking for the crit hit, and you do have Fada down low in the Ice Path again with the Macro Pyre. Liquid, they are burning at the moment. At least you get that spot of crit damage. Koro, a double kill, almost able to find crit with the help there of G-Rex. Miracle is still alive after the Aegis. He want to brings it back up. He's the last man standing. The Crystal Maiden actually turning the fight around for Liquid, who just did it.
Oh, I can't even believe that Kuro does that. Like that ultimate. I think Fada's, he's just 30 gold away, so this is probably going to be the most important factor.
Ice Path Miracle just runs himself in, and then Cogs make it a little bit more difficult for Miracle to get that perfect positioning, but the Necro units get mopped up. The fortification has to come out from Liquid to keep their melee racks alive, and they just keep waiting. Fada's on the front lines, and now your Omni Slash mind control just evaporates. As that melee Rex now will finally go down. Miracle finishes the job, still with the Aegis, the Immortal available. Clockwork will bite back here, and there's your hook shot forward, catching out Miracle, but he BKBs, winds up the Requiem. Fada, the Ice Path won't be able to connect on him as we split this fight into 2. It's the battle inside the base, where you actually cannot find anything until the Spirits, they jump back, and Miracle, the Death Ward down, the bouncing damage from G-Rex, actually just pushing monkeys out here with the corpses back to base. No buybacks really there, it's just the Aegis Immortal for Miracle, and it's locked down, perfectly controlled. His death ult, you won't find any kills, but they do still take out the full mid racks. It's at a pretty high cost because Liquid. Miracle's back to pushing out that middle lane, while on bottom lane, Notel, this is a chance for Liquid. They jump in, they get the Orchid off, and Notel's dead. No way to come back to life. There is no buyback for him. He's 1,000 gold short of the buyback, and this is bottom racks. Like, without the Juggernaut, like, how are you meant to fight this as monkeys?
Barracks are under attack.
I don't think you really want to take this fight, because if you lose this fight, you don't have buyback on the Shadow Fiend either, and you can't really afford to lose that hero.
But they're still using SF for the front lines. Fada, they get through the Lincoln Spear with a roar as well. Fada, he's going to burn inside the Macro Pie. With the Death Lord. Miracle will still get the ulti off. This will buy them the time as they Glimmer Cape up. G-Rex trapped inside the shards as Miracle goes for the double kill. G-Rex, they forced him out! The Ice Path can't connect because of it. Saving his life. The TP out from mind control. They get away, only losing Fada as well as Koro. The timing. So good.
What kind of monster are you, mind control? Saved Miracle. I don't think they had vision in that fight.
Monkey's coming for a fight. That Hawk, it gives him the vision of Batupperman. And crit? Okay, well the Side of Fist can be used to get rid of the Hawk, and now he has to spirit himself away with a blinking from Fly. Gets the first punch. They war as well, so Matumberman dodging a little bit of it, but the ice pass again. 80 seconds on the sideline. He'll have to buy back into this fight, but the Death Ward from G-Rex, they need to back out now, Monkeys. They've already got the 2 kills, but they can push in through mid and go for a side lane if they want to.
That was a mistake. He didn't have enough space on him, and Fada couldn't get the Lincoln Sphere. He's even more crucial to this, and
the opening, Kuro's so close, that's almost going to break mind control. Throws at the rocket, gets some good vision, and they're just getting out of here.
Oh,
the Glimmer keeps so Kuro, they force off him out again, and the hook shot forward by mind control. He's trying to cop and split up Monkeys, but there's so much damage when that Omni Slash goes to work. Kuro will survive, but not for long. After the Omni Slash bounce back down, and No-Tail into the spin, and this is a real bad fight for Liquid. Even with Fighters on, they've taken so much damage. G-Rex, no, he thought to get that one out. He'll get the paralyzing cast, but he'll still end up dying to that Shadow Fiend attack. And this could be it right now for Liquid. You've taken so many casualties. Roshan is up in a fraction of a second, and this will be the safety Roche as well. The Hawk is over it, so Monkeys know everything. Fight. This is a must-win for Liquid. There is no other choice. They protect the Ember Spirit by putting the Lincoln Spear over on him. It's going to wear off, and they just instantly refresh it up. Well, there's Fada who's actually sacrificing himself to do this, because he knows that they get rid of the Sigil, but there's your jump in. They catch out G-Rex. That's how much they're pushing into him by committing the Abyssal Blade. But Big Daddy, he didn't get any kills from this. Now the paralyzing cast bouncing forward from G-Rex. They can't really find an opening. Fada's not ready to blink out, but they do get the Searing Chains on Miracle. The Glimmer keep him into safety, but No-Tail's completely out of mana. So he can't even use his Abyssal Blade at the moment. This Side of Fist will keep the creep wave at bay, and Monkeys, they kind of need some Arcane Boots. They need some regeneration.
oh, No-Tail actually just
Oh, they forced off him up! Miracle! Burns out by the Cogs, they split the fight, the Cogs actually trapping a little bit of liquid in there, and the hook shot, or where's your control? The SN's already brought down the clockwork. Kuro going for that full duration ulti, but the top rack's already taken. There goes your Sonic Wave, and Kuro, he will finish it, but at the same time he'll die. Fada is controlled, and this should actually be the game now. The Ember's up in the air, Matumberman maybe not. The buyback is there from the Queen of Pain, and Big Daddy, he'll burn the Aegis of the Immortal. G-Rex does not have the extra control, but they're looking for the Searing Chain for the perfect ice path. Just controls them, but it'll be the sacrifice of Moon Meander. He's about to die underneath where that top right fell. So Liquid, they're forced to buy back only on the Queen of Pain, however. They lose another lane of racks, but they keep the hopes alive.
gets so miserable, and the Juggernaut now has an Abyssal Blade, so he's finally got some damage to back up that SMY.
Fly, the burn, mind control, goes for the hook shot, and one swing from Ember Spirit will finish this job.
And Fada, he's gonna get spotted by this Hawk.
Well, he takes it out with the Shivas at least.
Final shriek and it dies. Moon Meander, he's thinking about it.
Well, there's more where that came from. There's your roar. Actually break through the Lincoln Sphere before he gets the roar, and Fade is in way too deep. But someone will actually buy back into this game. He had a Spear on the front line, so they're just trying to get the hell out of here. Maybe with a little bit of Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains, they can ensure this kill on the Necro units, which they're able to do so. But Fada, he was just too caught out. The Juggernaut will bring him down, and there is no Queen of Pain for 106 seconds.
Was down an all-out assault by Monkey Business. They planned that so well when it came to the timing.
I love how they're trying to chip Miracle down, but this guy's got a Satanic. He does not care.
You've got to try.
The top lane's pushed in, the mid lane's pushed in so far, and they forced off him again. Mind Control's been so good with that. Into a Malediction, so Miracle could have a little bit more trouble, but Durex is waiting for the perfect time. He doesn't want to waste his Death Ward on a Satanic Shadow Fiend. It's not enough for him to do so. But this bottom rank is dying in the meantime, and Matumberman started Fist Searing Chains coming back off cooldown. Mind Control still burning off this mana of Miracle, but it's still like Satanic. And there's your jump in by Big Daddy No-Tail, then just goes for it. The Clockwork's down for the count, and there really is just nothing left in the arsenal here of Liquid. The Crystal Maiden dies halfway through a duration. Durex goes for a crit, perfect positioning for the Ice Path. He's been flawless throughout this entire game, and this will be it. GG! Monkey will take out Liquid 2-0 in what felt like a very convincing fashion. Definitely convincing for game number 1, but solid for game number 2.
Highlight that I feel like I just didn't talk enough about as an analyst was the healing ward control.